Experts agree that illegal mining is mostly driven by the high rate of unemployment in the country and in neighboring countries. The cost of illegal mining is estimated to be over 70 billion rands annually in gold alone. This has resulted in huge losses of revenue for both government and the sector. The Association of Mine Workers and Construction Union, AMCU, believes the new pension laws introduced by a two-part retirement system will exacerbate the phenomenon.
This problem is not going to end now. I think this new system of two-pot system is still going to encourage illegal mining because the workers will be retrenched and then they won't be getting their money until they reach a certain pensionable age. And also, this retrenchment where workers are replaced by the contractors, we need to delve into this subcontracting company because the very same contracting company should be the one owned by these workers as part of artisanal mining.
According to research done by PricewaterhouseCoopers in 2023, the financial performance of the world's top 40 mining companies was squeezed by falling commodity prices and rising costs. Revenue fell more than 7% despite increases in the production of key commodities, and profits shrunk too. Mining expert Peter Major says investments by the industry has decreased, compounding illegal mining.
As that MPRDA took hold, investment started dropping. More and more mines closed. Trevor says we're going to tax all mines. Even if they're not making money, they're going to pay a royalty. So he's getting rid of that tax tunnel. And 2/3 of our industry was marginal most of the time. But because they had a little 5-6% tax tunnel, they didn't pay tax for that first 5 or 6%. That kept 250,000 men in jobs. You know, it kept all our marginal mines open for decades. And it didn't matter. The powers that be wanted oligarchs. They didn't care if they had to lay off 400,000 men. They wanted oligarchs. They wanted 30% of an asset, even if it was going downhill.
The National Union of Mine Workers is calling on the government to formalize illegal mining and for mining executives to be held accountable.
For us to deal with illegal mining in South Africa, we must formalize it so that these people are able to pay tax and participate in the economy. Because right now, as I'm speaking to you, the country is losing close to 70 billion rands due to illegal mining.
But Nkunze Mnyama CEO Owen Nkomo says the loss to the economy could be more.
Actually, a very difficult number to pin down, Diabo, because you're talking about illegal mining where the productivity is not reported. Where companies operating and is listed on the JSE, the production is actually reported. So you've got a number. This company produced 1 million ounces of product XYZ, produced 10 tons of this product and was sold to overseas markets and locally. But in the legal mining space, no one is keeping those records. And, the stuff that's being taken out of the ground is obviously not being recorded. So it is actually anyone's guess how much money we're talking about. But I do imagine it runs into hundreds of millions in US dollars if you think about the extent of this, the activity going on at the moment.
Meanwhile, the country has been divided on whether the workers who are stuck underground in Stilfontein should be rescued or not. Some have questioned the number of illegal miners underground, estimated at 4,000. Major has disputed the number of men underground, saying it is unlikely that there are 4,000.
When you were running it like a proper mine, yes, some of those mines were designed for 5,000 to 10,000 men. But geez, they had numerous hoists, a dozen cages and elevators going simultaneously, and half a dozen levels. But they were down deep. Now, if you say there's men down there and there's no hoist, that means they have to crawl down. They have to walk down ladders. So they'd be falling on top of each other. It's in the dark. It's dangerous. I don't believe that mine's got 4,000 men down there.
Experts say at the end of the day, it is bread and butter issues that is forcing the hands of those who are engaging in mining illegally. This includes the influx of migrants from neighboring countries like Lesotho and Mozambique, who have fled economic hardships from their countries of origin.
It is definitely the bread and butter issues. If someone can make a living out of illegal mining, and if they can feed their children, if they can send their kids to school, if they're unemployed, the pressure is intense enough. I'd like to believe that they have absolutely no option but to go that route, because it's either you're going into illegal mining or you're going to earn 350 rands at home. It's definitely not what I'm advising, but I'm saying people are being pushed by the economic circumstances to take up illegal mining. And I think that the government needs to find a solution for this.
Diabosito, SABC News, Johannesburg.